Good morning, pregame crew. It is Monday, June 6th, 8:21 a.m. Eastern, 6:21 a.m. Mountain Time. You are at the pregame show. This is a stock market, commodities, crypto preparation show to get you ready for the day, get you ready for the week. The format is I go over indices, commodities, crypto, and movers and shakers of the day, and I answer a few requests before I get started and maybe a couple at the end. I go through about 25 charts in 25 minutes. Very efficient use of your time, in my opinion. So if you are tuning in later in the day and you just want to get to the meat of the matter, you could fast forward till this says 6:30 down here in the right corner. And let's do some housekeeping. Audio visual check, please. Good morning, Derek. Thank you, Wave. Hey, JV, Mary, Anu, Peggers, Mara Asia, Mal, Greg, Topher, Rob, Night Truck. Yeah, hit that like button. Hey, Slow Devil. Put the coffee right in my brain. I feel that on a deep level, Slow Devil. Good morning. Are any of you going to our North Carolina meetup? I'm going to get to meet some of you in person. Perfect. Thank you, Ken. Any chart request? Okay, A, B, and B. Nice little EQ we got going here. Double top, higher, low. Love that tightening range. Must be a daily inside bar. Yep. If you're interested in my chart setup, you can click on the link below in the video description to get a PDF of what all of these colors mean. The yellow candle is an inside bar, which just means the price range is nested inside the prior time frame range. So this daily range is nested inside Thursday's range. This is Friday's candle. We're popping up above 121.50, the high of Friday. So we're breaking the daily inside bar to the bullish side, but it really doesn't mean a lot till we get over 123. That was a nice EQ all day Friday as well. Daily, we are underneath the 50 RSI. It's serving as resistance and the 21 EMA. And on the 4-hour, we are above the 50 RSI. And y'all know that RSI means relative strength index. Above 50 is bullish, below 50 is bearish. So in this scenario, I would be looking to bottom fish Friday's low, 117.56, for a long. So I would be looking for a pullback long. And I think we may get it with these 4-hour EQs that we have forming everywhere. And by the way, I'm currently short NASDAQ. I am short NASDAQ looking for the 4-hour lower high. And I see this 4-hour bearish divergence on RSI, where RSI made a lower low and price didn't. That's bearish divergence. You're not going to make the meeting? Oh, Karkuki, awesome. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Chris. Chris, if you're a TCG member, that information is in the chat room. So I'm not going to put it out here, but if you're a TCG member, it is in the chat room. We have a channel for the meetup. Yeah, I had a great weekend with crypto. Okay, yeah, XBI, I'm going to go over it, Wave. I like XBI for a back burner trade. So I like a pullback buy of XBI. And I know that's frustrating. You're like, no, I want to set up right here, right now. Well, sometimes price is just not in the best location for you to enter here. So I don't like an entry up here. Gap ups are typically for selling. So I don't want it to gap and crap on me. I want it may gap and go, and I'll just smile and wave. But I would like a little pullback at a 5-minute oversold. It's actually one of my 20 of the mountain trades today. You go set that alert now. First 5-minute oversold. I want to know 15-minute as well if we get that low. I'm just in a good mood this morning. Are you? I'm just super happy to be here. Okay, what's the next request? Gold? Good morning, Keith. Double top on gold, 174.41, 174.45. So let's look at GC and then I'll get back to GLD, okay? So this is what I was kind of looking at last week, because we were making a higher high without a lot of follow through, a lower low without a lot of follow through, but right in here it kind of got wonky, so I deleted it from my chart. But we had a daily lower high, higher low, lower high, lower low, higher high. So gold has been getting kind of wonky. Let's go back and look at GLD. A higher low is anticipated compared to 171.08. So I like gold long above 171.08, and below 171.08, I'm wrong. We have a gap below at 170.21 to be aware of. Not all gaps get filled, and the gold chart gets lots of gaps, lots. So they don't necessarily have to be filled, but it is something I would just make note of. It would be cool, Mal. There you go, Mary. Gap ups are for selling. And then if it keeps running, Mary, smile and wave. It's all right. I'm going to be going over Tesla. So Elon backtracked some of his comments. So Friday, an email was released. I don't know who leaked it or if Elon leaked it himself, saying that he was putting a hiring freeze on the company and that he was super concerned, or some type of terminology like that, super concerned about the economy. Well, then another email he backtracked his comments this weekend and said that hourly employees will be hired, just no more salary employees. So it's given Tesla a little bit of a bump this morning, but Tesla's not positioned well compared to other names. Now, we've all been looking at it. I've talked about it last Friday in detail, this inverse head and shoulders that was forming. It's not confirmed, forming, and that looks good. But Tesla is behind the 8 ball compared to SPY. I may get stopped out of my NQ short. I covered half. If I get stopped out, I'll still be in the green. Okay, so Tesla, I like a top fish of Tesla in this 743.39 area, the high of Friday, because look at how many names are gapping up above Friday's high, and Tesla is not. So Tesla goes in the weak category. So if the market starts pulling back, Tesla to me is a short. You want to short the weaker names and you want to go long the stronger names. And sometimes there's laggard plays where you could do the opposite of that, and those are special scenarios. But Tesla is definitely weaker than most. We're wanting square. I have Apple on my list. I will be going over that. Square. Daily inside bar. Resistance 90.60, support 81.35. We got a double top at 90.99 and 90.60. We're below the 8 EMA, and this could be a weekly bear flag. Oh, double daily inside bars. Nice, nice one. We like those tightening ranges. Beautiful. So if I'm going to use the same psychology that I covered for Airbnb, we're above the 50 RSI right now. So I look to position myself in the 4-hour EQ, looking for that higher low in the 4-hour range. However, we still have to note, it's just like Tesla. It is not gapping up above Friday's high. So it is weaker than some of the other names. So we do have to, it would be a laggard long. Say that fast, a laggard long. In that I'm looking for that 4-hour higher low, but I wouldn't want to buy it here. I'd want it to buy it closer to $83. But I like that double daily inside bar. We could get some nice volatility out of that. Oh, you're welcome. Good morning. I don't know, Bo, the news on Square and Apple. I didn't see that. Oh, you watch the trader chat videos? Yeah, I should do more of those, huh? Find me somebody to interview. All right. Thanks, Patrick, for that information. I appreciate it. Y'all ready to get started? Let's get started with the pregame show. This is who I am. I'm Charkal Lori. I'm part of the Charkaz community, and we teach technical analysis. If you want to give me a follow on Twitter, that would be wonderful. We teach you how to fish. We do post setups, we do post entries, we do post exits, but the primary purpose of TCG is to teach you how to fish, not shove fish in your mouth. And that way you're independent, and your best trading will always come from your own ideas. Let me say that again. Your absolute killer, stellar trading is going to come from your own ideas and your own setups. And you're like, well, why the heck am I on here this morning listening to this woman if my stuff is going to be better than hers? It's what you can use, and you ascertain and glean information from other traders, and then you start just morphing that into your own style. And that's when you really reach that true level of success. So what I do here is I go over the indices, commodities, crypto, movers and shakers of the day. When I'm done, I copy and paste these notes in the TCG chat room. That way Chart Guys members and gals can slice and dice it however they see fit. All right. So I always look at the international markets. Hang Seng at one point was up 5% last night. It closed up almost 3%. DAX is currently up 1%. So China names are in favor. There was some DD news, DIDI. It is up. This is a Ninja's only name. It's up 64% in pre-market. This is a China name about some regulations and blah, blah, blah. But it really behooved Baba, PDD, Baidu, LI, Neo. So all the China names are looking really good and really strong this morning. I would wait for pullbacks to buy. And we have a stair-step pattern. So pretend like these are candles. You wait for a pullback, and Dan's done a video on that. You can search stair-step Chart Guys YouTube video. It's a wonderful video on how to trade a stair-step pattern. And when you get the break of the high of the low bar, when you get that break and that next candle breaks it, you enter long and put your stop below the low. So names like this that are really running hard, I can't suggest buying up here, but wait for a healthy pullback. And I feel like I'm going to say that a lot today. That seems to be my mantra for the day. All right. So the international markets look good. And my reminder for the day, I'll try to give y'all nuggets every single day for trading, just to help remind you where we are and where we want to be. So the most important task you have as a trader is to follow your own rules. That is the most important task. The money will follow. I used to work in healthcare for 20 years, and I had a physician. I was a CEO and he was the managing partner. And he would always tell me, Lori, just do the right thing. The money will follow. We were building this access center, one of the first ones of its kind in the United States, in the world for that matter, interventional nephrology. And there was no codes for it, for outpatient procedures, doing these procedures to declot dialysis, catheters and all of these things. And he said, don't worry about it. We're doing the right thing for the patient. The money will follow. I know that was a long story, but it's the same way in trading. And I guess anything you do in life, just follow your rules, do the right thing, manage your risk. Don't worry about winning or losing. Amateurs worry about winning or losing. Professionals worry about following their rules, following their system. So today, are you going to be an amateur or professional? That question is for you. I hope you're going to choose to be a professional, follow your rules, and everything else will follow, including the profits. All right, so you have 12-hour EQ and inside bars on ES, 4-hour lower high, more likely. Let's see. I typed this a couple of hours ago. So we still have a potential hourly bull flag. We got support now at 4144 and resistance 4156. I noted earlier, I was noting this 4-hour potential RSI head and shoulders. I prefer patterns in the price action itself, but I do note when I find patterns in RSI, and I would say that this is a pretty clear head and shoulders on the 4-hour on ES, coupled with this NQ bearish divergence. It has me leaning bearish today, looking for that 4-hour lower high on NASDAQ compared to 12945, looking for that ES 4-hour lower high compared to 4189. Now, RTY is different. RTY got a 4-hour higher high. Could it be the canary saying everything's going to go higher? Maybe. It could be the canary, but RTY just doesn't have as big of a weighting on the indices as the technology names and the financial names and healthcare. But RTY is definitely a relative outperformer, and we have a double top right now on the daily at 1908 and 1905. Bulls need to take out 1908 and then go deal with this daily 50 MA overhead. YM 4-hour, we're looking for a lower high compared to 33317. Support 32824. So this looks like this could be the trajectory for the rest of the day or week. It's something like this, because it looks like we're probing for liquidity to the upside and the downside, and we're just going sideways. We closed Friday with That wasn't a huge range on Dow. Anyway, I'm looking for these 4-hour tightening ranges. Let's look at VIX. That is one alliteration. Lori's laggard longs lack lofty lines. Okay, just one time, Jay Stevens. I will be going over Amazon. Just to be nosy, Mal. That's funny. All right, so VIX. VIX has this 4-hour downtrend. It's very prominent. It's not faltering at all or giving false signals, in my opinion. We are slightly green on ES and VIX, and that's unusual. A little volatility in the market. And remember, there's some underpinnings of all of these futures like backwardation, contango, contract rollover, stuff that most of us don't have our arms touching around the concepts. So things go on behind the scenes that don't always make sense. We can't piece it together. Typically, VIX and SPY are inverse. Typically. Today, they aren't. But I still use UVIXI. It's always up here. I still use it on the shorter term time frames to help get inverse relationships for my day trading, and it works. So right now we have a 4-hour EQ. A higher low is possible compared to 2476. On the 15-minute chart, we're pulling down. That's bullish the market. So we do have some conflicting signals. RTY is a conflicting signal. Let me type that out. RTY 4-hour higher high. VIX 15-minute downtrend. So we do have some conflicting signals to those bear signals I was telling you about with NASDAQ bearish divergence and ES, that hourly head and shoulders on the RSI. Did I say that right, or 4-hour? 4-hour head and shoulders on ES. So we have some conflicting signals. I'm going to stay with NASDAQ and ES. They're more important, but I'm going to keep my eye on VIX. Okay, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I copied Dan's notes this morning. Sometimes he just says it so succinctly, like, why would I go reinvent it? Bitcoin bulls responding well to the daily higher low being set at 29.2. The big question, do we break that 32.4 and continue the weekly bounce, or reject and form a daily tightening range? Bulls have lots of room for a 4-hour higher low. Yes, plenty of room for a 4-hour higher low. And on the daily, odds favor a lower high compared to 32383. Here, bears are going to be looking to pounce at 3238396, and bulls who want a position and haven't gotten one, I would set my alert for 5-minute oversold and or a 15-minute oversold back burner. With the size of this move, a back burner could work. Man, look at that channel on ETH. Beautiful move. So odds favor a 12-hour and daily lower high compared to 201554. But bulls have given themselves enough room for an hourly higher low. And is Bitcoin our canary? That's something else I need to add to that list of bull case for market. Bitcoin 4-hour higher high. And I don't mean to be elementary and type this out. I know you can hear my voice, but it helps me stay succinct as well when I type it. Bear case for market. NQ 4-hour bearish divergence. ES 4-hour RSI hourly. Oh, head and shoulders. So we'll see how this develops, and I'll keep adding to the list as I go along if I find any other clues or cues that we can hang on to. So the crypto looks great. I had one of my best trades in a long time on Sol USD. I posted it, not that one. I posted it in the room Saturday morning that I entered around 37.45. I sold a third this morning, so about 20% since Saturday morning. It was a good trade. So I posted my exit this morning of half. I'm still in the other half. So crypto's had a great weekend. Okay, gold. Gold, we talked about this wonkiness going from the lower low to higher high, and it could be forming a megaphone. Do y'all see that? here. This one is not as clear, but here. So we're getting those lower lows without follow through, higher highs without follow through, and now we have a potential 4-hour bear flag. 1849.7 is your key support, then 1830. You have resistance to high of this little blip, 1861 and 1878. Oil. Oil is so bullish. It is absolutely bullish. I think there will be a blow off top pattern coming, but timing that is going to be one tricky endeavor, especially if you're trading futures, because oil can rip your face off just like nat gas can. So we have an hourly downtrend now. 119.95 is the new resistance, and then 121. Your next support is down at 115.23. This hourly downtrend is a new development for oil and could be good for oil bears. If you don't have a short on oil and you want one, you could look for a top fish against a 15-minute lower high of 119.67. You see how that 50 MA is now pointing down and the EMAs are separating, showing that bear momentum. Man, oil is so tricky. Nat gas, 30-minute inside bar. And we're up here at resistance, 9031, 9057. 4-hour double top, daily double top. Let's see how she goes. If we can't get over 9057 and we pull back, an EQ will have formed. We'll have formed. Gosh, speaking English, it's tough. All right, now let's look at the queen of the mountain trades. Apple, I cover almost every day just because it's such a huge market cap. I like to remind y'all at least once a week. Look at this market cap, $2.353 trillion. It is equal to approximately the entire IWM Russell Index. The market cap for all the names inside IWM is equal to Apple. That's why Apple's so important. And another note on the Russell is we have rebalancing. So we should have news this week, and they're going to say, we're throwing this out of the IWM. We're going to start buying this. And last year, we got some good trades off Penn, DKNG when they were added to IWM as part of the rebalancing. So something I will keep you abreast of as I see news on the rebalance. So Apple is weak. We're not gapping up above Friday's high at this point, 147.97. We're not above that high. I like a short of Apple using the hourly 50 MA or this 149. We just chopped around 149 for how many days? 3 days. So I like, and over here, it was a huge volume shelf overhead now at 149, 150. So I like a top fish of Apple against the hourly 50 MA. That makes sense. Amazon. Good morning, Mark. How are you? Vin, why did I enter? Soul. So, I posted it. Let me go find it. This is important just because I know I throw things out and I want people to understand why I throw it out. So on Soul, 1 hour trend change to bulls. That was SOL BTC. That was the ratio chart. Soul had an hourly trend change. Soul USD had a potential RSI inverse head and shoulders and had daily bull divergence. So those are the reasons that I entered at 37.45 on that 15-minute trend change, and I put my stop right below the lows. That's why I entered. And then I posted my exit of half this morning. All right, getting back to Amazon. So I can't remember the last time that we had a split and how it kind of developed. This chart will get fixed, I think, at market open, I hope. If not by market open, by market close, this gets fixed. So we can use it for resistance and support, because right now we don't have the history yet. But they typically go back and normalize the chart or the price action, the history, they normalize it. So I'm overall bullish on Amazon. I am bullish on the split. Typically you wake up and people who aren't very well versed in the market, they see Amazon down 95%. They're like, oh my God, sell it. So typically it can be a sell the news event. But overall, I'm looking to establish a position long for Amazon in my 401k. I have been trading Amazon long. I've been very clear with y'all about that the last few weeks. And Friday, it didn't work out. Oh, there's a market pop. I just got stopped out of NASDAQ. Let me make sure I got stopped out. Yes. I'm overall bullish on Amazon, and we're just going to have to use these pre-market levels as our levels. I think ninjas are going to have a great day scalping Amazon to the upside and to the downside. So I'm not leaning in a particular direction. Initially, I'm assuming a sell then use event, and then I look for bulls to buy the dip. I don't know that I have a specific trade set up. I just knew I had to cover it this morning because y'all would be asking about it. ARK. So ARK, 4-hour EQ, pullback buy for potential 4-hour higher low. We have a lot of EQs out there, don't we? So we see this, we talked about this Friday. Lower high, 46.08, new higher low, 42.82, the low of Friday. And now I'm looking for another pullback buy of TARK. I keep flipping it, y'all. I have a position right now. That's the 2 times ETF. So it's more risky. It's riskier than just ARKK to itself. I have a position in TARK and SOXL, the semiconductors. I've been telling y'all that I have it. I still have it. And I sell on these pops and then I buy on pullbacks, and I still like it. I'm looking for a long-term position in TARK or ARK and semiconductors. And I'm hoping this is the bottom. If not, I stop out and I'm wrong. Okay. Baba is bullish this morning with Hang Seng up, all this different bullish news. So pullback buy, I would wait and buy in that 97.63 area and look for a pullback buy if you can get it. I definitely would not buy this gap up open, but I would look for a pullback buy. Okay, DD, ninjas only, and I went over earlier that I like a stair-step pattern. Potential pullback buy on DD. Facebook is weak. Dan pointed out this morning, made me go look at the chart, and sure enough, that is a great top fish setup against Friday's high. So we had Miss Sandberg tell us this lovely news during trading hours that she was resigning, and it was a great short. And then we bounced pretty hard on Thursday. So I'm looking for a top fish setup on Facebook against Friday's high, 19661 save. Spirit Airlines, so JetBlue has sweetened the pot, and they have a superior, I think it was the word used, offer on the table to buy Spirit Airlines. So again, this gives us great volatility every time these news spikes come in. We've covered it before. It gives us great volatility. So what happened last time? Y'all see that? It popped and dropped. Yeah, a lot of these pops get sold. So we'll see. JetBlue is gunning for Spirit Airlines. To me, it looks as though a deal will happen eventually, but who knows? I like Spirit Airlines long, by the way, even though I said it popped and dropped last time. I still like it long. Tesla, top fish against 74339, Friday's high. I like a top fish on Tesla. I went over earlier, Elon backtracked some of his comments this weekend. So on the hiring freeze, saying it's not going to apply to hourly workers, only salary workers. Okay, so top fish on Tesla. XBI, I covered this one as well. I like XBI for a 5-minute back burner trade. I don't think that we should be buying up here. That's my opinion. I mean, gap ups are just hard to buy. I like the pullbacks. And look at the prior day high, 71.53. Even if we don't get a 5-minute back burner, if we pull back to 71.53 and that serves as support now, that could be a good area to buy. But up here, no, not for me anyway. All right, what do y'all want to look at? Dan will be live in 10 minutes. That's the reason the show is only 25-30 minutes, is because we go live in our chat room for our members. We go over all the salient setups that we see, and then we answer questions for the members about an hour and a half every morning. So that's why my show is only 25 minutes open to the public, and we rip through these charts fast so we can go hit our chat room and listen to Dan the Man. RCMT. Looks beautiful. I can't do anything with it up here. You asked me about that last week, I believe, Chris. This is just a beautiful chart. If you have it, stay in long. As long as those hourly EMAs are below you, stay in long. Make rules for yourself, people. Make rules. If I get in long, I will stay in long as blank happens. This price, 5-minute higher lows and higher highs, or 5-minute EMAs are below me, or you have to have rules and stick to those rules. And because when you get a good play, let's say you got long over here and you got a great trade out of it and you're up 37%, keep riding that trade until the conditions change and then your criteria is met to sell. Hey, Francisco. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to skip over you. I'm going to do one of yours, okay? MSOS. Potential weekly bear flag, weekly inside bar we closed with last week. Wow, what a tight range. Wow. So I'm bullish over 1409 and I'm bearish below 1371. I know that's kind of a chicken answer, not really a bold prediction of any kind, but we're just chopping around right now, tightening up. Bullish above 1409, bearish below 1371. Okay, NVDA. Ugh, that's ugly. Potential head and shoulders. On NVDA, it confirms below 18122, and your resistance is the high of Friday, 19332. Bulls can negate this. I like a pullback buy against 186.57, but I don't like that head and shoulders. Ugh. Daily inside bar. Oh, that's wrong. Try again. 109.39 resistance, 104.65 support. That's still a pretty large range. We could chop around in this and get another inside bar, Francisco, so just be aware of that. That's a pretty large range. Okay, EA, and that'll be it. Sorry, y'all, I don't have time to do them all, but if you're a TCG member, you'll get your question answered over in the chat room. They had bullish news. I forget what their catalyst was. Look at that. Wow, that's it. Can't believe I'm saying this. That's a short. 14255 and 14279. You have a double top. Huge move on the weekly. That is a short. That is a top fish. And it's a lower risk top fish above 143. I say you're wrong and the bulls keep control of this chart, but I like a short against that 14279. Hey, I appreciate y'all being here. I love you so. Use stop losses, TCGers. I'll copy these notes and put them in the room now. All right. See y'all in the room.